Hello everybody! Today we're going to unbox, take a close-up look and test the RENPHO Handheld Massager with heat. So let's first take a look around the outside of the box. So in this box is a RENPHO Handheld Massager with heating function. And just taking a look at the details that's on the box packaging. There are technical specifications for this massager. And its features. And now let's go ahead and open up the box by pulling out the box tab and sliding the contents out from it. And just checking through and making sure that we've removed all the contents from the box. So now that the box is emptied, we can close it back up and set it back down and on the side. So setting it on the left hand side of the table and laying the contents out across the tabletop. So right there, giving you a full and clear look at the contents that we've just removed from the RENPHO Handheld Massager's box packaging. So let's first take a look at this card. There is a warranty registration card with details and links and social media information. And on the opposite side, there is some customer support contact information, and we can set that to the side. So just setting it down on the left hand side of the table and moving right along, there is what appears to be a user manual for the massager. And let's open it up and take a look inside. So giving you a look at the details and information inside this user guide or instruction manual. And we can see that we've come into another section with a different language. And we can see that there are 5 languages detailed in this instruction manual for the massager. Okay, so now setting the user manual down and to the side, setting it on the left hand side of the table, we can move right along to the next item. So there is a clear grip seal packet here, and let's open it up. And tip the contents out so we can see clearly what's in here. And just setting that packet to the side, so giving you a look at the 2 items that we've just removed from the clear grip seal packet. So they appear to be attachment heads that go on the massager. So just setting those down and moving right along to the main item itself, the RENPHO Handheld Massager with heat. So just giving you one more look before I start handling it. Alright, so let's slide the clear plastic bag off, and we can see that it is recyclable. So make sure we reuse, recycle, and keep it away from children, babies, and animals. Okay, so giving you a look at the RENPHO Handheld Massager's details. And it does have a noticeable weight to it. Of course, to give you some sense of the size of the massager, resting it in my palm, and of course placing my hand over it as well to give you some sense of size and perspective as well. It's right there. Giving you some frame of reference. And let's start off with the plug. So this one has a UK 3-pin plug, and the plug does have a protective cap on it. So let's pop off the protective cap and give you a much closer in look at the plug. So UK 3-pin plug, or British 3-pin plug for this massager. And right there, the back of the plug. Okay, and let's undo the cable tie to give you some sense of the length of this massager's cable. I'm just going to move some of the items around, so just setting the protective cap to the side along with the box. And of course, showing you the length of the power cable or cord for the massager as I unfurl it. And right there, giving you some idea of the length of its cable. Of course, slightly wound up still, but giving you at least some idea. Okay, so now taking a look at the handheld massager itself, and up close, we can see that it does have a glossy plastic body, and at the back of it, the RENPHO branding. And giving you a look at all the details up close. So we can see that it does have a very contoured design, and that very chunky grip as well. And of course, the close-up details of the massage ball. Of course, with the heating function built into it, and some close-up details of the labels of this massager right there. And of course, moving down the grip or handle, we can see that there are various functions for the massager. So there's heat, and plus and minus for the intensity, and the mode button as well, and of course the on-off power button. And we can see right throughout it does have an overall glossy hard plastic design. So to give you some idea, just tapping my finger along various parts of the massager, and towards the bottom end of the grip handle is of course the power cable itself, so giving you a look at the close-up details of the power cable, and of course the handle for the massager. And of course there are the two heads as well, so giving you a look at the first head attachment. So if I can get a handle on that and just clipping it on right there, one of the two attachments that go on it. So giving you a look at the material overall. So semi-firm in design, and let's pop it off. If I can do so, right there, and we can see that on the ball of the massager there is a groove that goes around before the base or stem, where the lip or the inner lip of this massage head attachment clips on. Okay, so that's one of the two massage heads, and giving you a look at the other one. So we can see that this has a fork style design, which somewhat looks like a frog's head or some insect's head. Let's pop it on, and you can see that it does snap pretty securely. And of course we can turn it around to whichever suits our needs. And to give you once again some idea of the material, it has that kind of soft plastic feel to it. Alright, and popping this one off as well, and just going back to the plain uncovered head right there, and of course giving you a look at the response with pressure applied to it. And just wiggling it about as well. Okay, so now let's go ahead and plug the plug into a socket and flipping the power switch on. Let's turn on the RENPHO Handheld Massager with heat, but of course long pressing or pressing and holding on that power button, and you can see and hear that it is vibrating. And to give you some idea of the noise or sound level, and giving you a fuller look. And I'm just going to move that protective pin cap further up so it doesn't interfere with the foreground. Move it up a little bit more just to get it out of the way, but still staying in the picture. So right there. And let's press on the mode button. And we can see that the pulsation is rhythmic now, with a vibrate and pause pattern. Let's tap on the mode button again, and this one appears to be the same pattern but at a much faster pace. And let's tap once again, and this time back to that constant motion or pulsation or vibration, so giving you a look right there. And I'm going to tap on the button again for the mode, so you can see this time around what exactly is happening. So 3 modes altogether. And of course we can vary the intensity as well, so let's tap on the plus. So, and I can't raise the speed or intensity any higher, so you can hear no beeps anymore as I press on it. And the intensity feels the same, so no changes there at the maximum intensity. Let's lower it. And once again, once we're at the end of the speed setting, no more beeps. And let's test it out by just running the massager along my forearm. And you can see with the grip as well, needing a slightly firm grip on it. Well, actually a light grip is more than enough at this intensity and this mode. Now let's raise the intensity to the second speed setting, and let's go even higher. So this is the third speed setting, and let's go up one more, and let's go with the maximum right there. And still I can just run it very lightly, depending on how much pressure one wants to apply on the body part. Let's press really hard down, see if we can stall it. And even so, I'm not able to stall it with plenty of force applied. And now let's test the heat setting out by tapping on the heat button. And we can see that the head lights up, and you can see the motion a little bit more clearly now with the red lighting inside of it. So the heat ranges from 30 to 55 degrees Celsius. And you can see as I apply more pressure, the way the head moves can be seen. And let's change the mode as well, so just tapping on the other mode, so 3 modes altogether. And let's tap again. And back to the constant mode. So far I'm not feeling the heat just yet. Of course it will take a little bit of time for that head to warm up. But let's lower the intensity all the way to the lowest setting. And give you a closer in look once again, but this time with the heat on. And let's long press it to turn it off and see if it shuts down completely. And I'm just touching on the head. Still somewhat cool. Let's turn it back on with a long press and turn the heat back on and give it a little bit of time to warm up. Nonetheless, giving you that very close look of this RENPHO Body Massager's massage head. And there's something to note as well, with the heat setting turned on, it must not be used with the massage head attachments. So just lowering it to the lowest speed setting so I can get a sense of the heat, if any, that's coming through on the head of this massager. So it's just a simple on-off for the heat setting, as you can see, with the red LED status indicator light, and of course more visibly on the massage head itself. So just randomly tapping on various buttons to give you some sense of the various modes of this massager. And of course, still waiting for that heat to come through. And right now I can feel that it is warmer now. And it is a comfortable warmth. And as I mentioned, the specifications does advertise a 30 to 55 degrees Celsius level of heat. And let's try and stall it again, so turning it all the way down to the lowest speed setting and at the constant mode. So one can actually stall it, but of course I'm intentionally doing that just to show you the kind of stall force of the massager. And let's raise the intensity to the maximum. And we can still stall it, but it requires a little bit more effort, but nonetheless giving you a look at the overall functionality and features of this RENPHO handheld massager with heat. And let's turn it back off and place one of the attachments on it. But before I do, just having a feel, and yes, it is warm around the very top area of the massage ball or head. So giving you a look right there, heat being around the very tip or top. And the rest of it being cool to the touch still. Alright, let's pop on this nubbed long pin massage attachment head and turn the massager back on, of course with the long press or press and hold on the power button, and we can see right there and let's increase the intensity. And of course there's the different modes as well, and we're at the highest intensity setting, and there is this much faster paced massage mode, and of course turning it off, and let's turn it back on, and we can see that it does reset the mode of the massager. Okay, so popping the nubbed or pinned massage head off, let's put on the fork-like massage head on it. So very simply, and doing so with one hand, and we can see we can twist and turn it and bring it to whichever orientation which we require. Let's turn the massager back on with that long press, and we can see the massage head working right there. And we can even grip it around the back. Doesn't feel hot or unsafe to hold or grip. And the massager does have a 20-minute auto turn off as well. And let's lower the intensity. So this is the lowest setting, or speed, 1 of 5. And giving you a look as we step all the way up to the maximum speed. And of course, there is the massage mode, 1 of 3. And let's turn it off, pop or peel the massage head attachment off, and let's turn it back on. Turn on the heat setting, and once again giving you a look right there. At the massager with the heat setting turned on the constant vibration mode, and let's find out what speed it's at by lowering it. So it was at the 3rd or middle speed. Let's raise it back up. So right there, the maximum speed 5. So giving you various looks at this massager. And let's turn the speed all the way down and feel that warmth of the heated massage head, and turning the heat off, and of course stepping through those 3 pulsation modes. So that's RENPHO Handheld Massager with heat. Thanks for watching and happy massaging!